What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Asuka issuing a warning to fans, an AEW star blames the ring for an injury, a WWE star absent for Raw tonight, WWE stars are getting a bag even in catering, Scott Steiner's son confirmed for WWE, John Cena wrestling in Europe, AJ Styles defends the new Smackdown writer, is a legend WWE tag team finally entering the Hall of Fame, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Asuka issuing a warning to fans. The top of today's news is a message from WWE superstar Asuka. Asuka is letting fans know that her Twitter account has been hacked. Wrestling's Empress of Tomorrow posted an update on her YouTube channel telling fans, "Hey guys, I'm filming this urgently. Since yesterday my Twitter or X account has been hacked. If you see any posts from my account promoting products, services, or sharing suspicious links, there is a high chance it's a scam. Please be careful, sorry for the trouble." Now it appears that Asuka's account may have been hacked as part of a crypto scam meant to prey on unsuspecting fans. And the community notes on Asuka's page regarding the tweet contained the word Solana and Asuka with a $sign, making it clear that this is just a crypto scam. According to WrestleTalk, Asuka had made a tweet stating her account was being compromised by hackers in Germany minutes before this tweet. The tweet was then deleted. Do not engage with crypto links or scams from hackers. This isn't the first time that Asuka has had to warn fans, as she previously hinted that she was dealing with a stalker and asked fans not to send her romantic messages. Hopefully Asuka has warned her fans in time and nobody's been affected by this. Next up, AEW Ring Controversy. Now it's time to take a look at one of wrestling's oddest controversies yet, as AEW critics are slamming the promotion for using a smaller ring than usual for Grand Slam. Now, in case you missed the show, Ringside News reported on how AEW didn't use their own ring. Instead of shipping in their standard setup, the company borrowed a ring from a local independent wrestling promotion. That decision was painfully obvious when the show aired, as the ring was completely dwarfed by the venue, leaving an excessive amount of empty space around it that looked awful on television. However, QT Marshall defended AEW's decision, tweeting, "The AEW ring is a design that only AEW has. It's very rare that an independent company or a major company has a 20-foot ring. This ring is an 18-foot ring. TNA has been using this for years, and older Ring of Honor as well. Why is this a talking point? It's not the first time since using an 18-foot ring." But the complaints aren't just coming from AEW critics, as one of AEW's talent blames the ring for an injury they suffered at Grand Slam. It looks like AEW's Grand Slam event is drawing more criticism, this time for the ring the promotion used. AEW star Buddy Matthews took to social media blaming the ring for the ankle injury he suffered during a match against Kazuchika Okada, and kayfabe blaming the ring for his loss. So thoughts after AEW Grand Slam Australia. If it wasn't a 16x16 wrestling ring, he wrote, "Number 1, I wouldn't have destroyed my ankle on the entrance due to the holes in the padding. Okada wouldn't have been able to put his foot on the rope and I'd be champion. Shit happens." And Matthews later deleted the tweet, but PW Insider did mention that this injury is legitimate and Buddy Matthews was seen on crutches after the show. A Grand Slam had its fair share of complaints from angry fans who pointed out how they felt they were misled into thinking that the show was a pay-per-view event, and AEW's decision to move it from a stadium to a smaller venue led them to being moved from prime seats to far less appealing seats. Fans were even more pissed when they learned that there would be no refunds. Now, although Grand Slam brought in record ticket sales, at least according to AEW President Tony Khan, it may have created some serious bad will, not only with the fans, but with AEW talent, something the promotion really can't afford right now in the midst of sagging ratings and low morale. Next up, a WWE star absent for Raw. Rhea Ripley won't be on tonight's Raw, a situation bound to have fans who don't follow her on social media wondering where the Women's World Champion is. Well, it turns out she and her husband, Buddy Matthews, are enjoying a long overdue honeymoon, as the two got married in June of 2024. Rhea updated fans on Instagram, "Ain't no roly-poly ankles gonna keep us down, let the honeymoon commence." Ringside News notes that the Eradicator will return at the 24th February Raw, the go-home show for Elimination Chamber. Next up, Scott Steiner's son confirmed for WWE. Now is Scott Steiner's son Brock WWE bound? Big Papa Pump has hinted at his son eventually joining WWE, but a recent tweet from the driving force behind Steiner math, not to mention a retweet from his son, suggests Brock is getting ready for a WWE career. Scott tweeted a photo of his son in a WWE t-shirt, with WrestleTalk pointing out that Scott Steiner has shared an interesting update, posting a photo on Twitter featuring Brock with platinum blonde hair wearing a WWE t-shirt, seemingly confirming that Brock has now signed this deal with the company. The tweet was accompanied by eyes emoji and was later shared by Brock Steiner on his own Twitter account. Now, Steiner has previously mentioned that his son Brock had been offered a WWE NIL deal following the publicity received from ESPN while playing football. Wrestling fans are already salivating over the thought of Brock eventually teaming with his cousin Bron Breakker in his Steiner's 2.0 team. That team would definitely dominate the whole tag division, right? Next up, John Cena's final time in Europe. Fans attending the WWE's Road to WrestleMania tour in Europe will probably get their last time to see John Cena at 3 events. Cena's 2025 farewell tour has Cena fans excited about seeing him one last time, as well as WWE superstars excited about working a match with him. WWE.com issued a press release noting John Cena will return to Europe this March as part of his 2025 farewell tour and appear live on Raw for the final time in Brussels, Glasgow, and London. The 16-time world champion will make stops on the following dates: on March 17th, Brussels, Belgium at Forest National; Monday, March 24th, Glasgow, Scotland, OVO Hydro; Monday, March 31st, London, England, O2 Arena. Cena even commented on this, saying, "In many ways, this farewell tour started that July night in London. Some of the loudest and latest nights on tour have been in Glasgow. I haven't seen the beauty of Brussels in over a decade. For all these reasons and many, many more, I'm grateful I can say thank you to these cities and have one final night together as a family. It's my last road to WrestleMania. Let's go." Cena's reputation for spiking ticket sales, coupled with the WWE's current popularity, makes it likely that all 3 shows will definitely be a sellout. Next up, WWE stars are getting a bag, even in catering. Now, have you ever wondered what WWE superstars get paid when they begin their careers? Well, it turns out that their pay range varies widely, as Fightful Select recently revealed that Raw and Smackdown talent earn anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000 as their base salary. Give Me Sport noted, to put that into perspective, just a few years ago, the minimum salary was reported to be around $50,000. This change has been given a major boost to the talent, and one that many fans see as long overdue. Now, if the report is accurate, it's great news for wrestlers starting on the main roster. While superstars can earn additional money from merchandise, $50,000 isn't much when you consider wrestlers usually have to pay for travel and lodging expenses. Now, the Fightful report also noted that some talent earn millions of dollars. What do you guys think of this base pay rate? Doesn't sound too bad when some of the wrestlers are just chilling in catering for most of the shows. Next up, a legend WWE tag team finally entering the 2025 Hall of Fame. With legendary tag team Demolition finally getting its due by being inducted into the 2025 Hall of Fame. Demolition's Axe and Smash recently signed a Legends deal with WWE after years of the promotion giving the team the cold shoulder, with some fans believing that Vince McMahon blackballed the team due to their participation in the class action concussion lawsuit against WWE, as well as legal battles over who owns the name. And our Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp is reporting Demolition have been discussed within WWE for a potential WWE Hall of Fame induction. The relationship with Demolition appeared to be thawing out after Demolition was invited to the 2024 Hall of Fame, an invitation they turned down due to other commitments. Axe and Smash held the WWF Tag Team Championship 3 times during their heyday in the late 80s, a major accomplishment for that era, and also set a record for the longest reign that wouldn't be broken until decades later by the New Day. Axe and Smash have also had notable careers besides their work as Demolition, with Smash aka Barry Darsow working as Crusher Khrushchev and Repo Man, as well as more forgettable roles such as the Blacktop Bully and Mr. Hole-in-One. Axe aka Billy D had major success as Masked Wrestler, the Masked Superstar, and also as one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Mongols, in the 70s. The Sapp noted that it's unknown if Demolition's short-term member Crush would be inducted, as Crush aka Brian Adams was added to Demolition after health problems sidelined Axe, with Crush going on to work in WWF and WCW. Now, if ever that was the case, Crush would be posthumously inducted into the Hall of Fame as he passed away in August of 2007. Next up is Jim Cornette being considered for the WWE Hall of Fame. But while we don't know about Demolition's status for a Hall of Fame induction, we do seem to have a better understanding of whether legendary manager, promoter, and color commentator Jim Cornette is in consideration for the Hall of Fame. WrestleTalk is reporting that Cornette, who inducted the Rock and Roll Express into the Hall of Fame several years back, is a name currently missing from the Hall of Fame despite many names within the industry, including Stone Cold Steve Austin pushing for him to be inducted. But nonetheless, Fightful Select is reporting that Cornette's name hasn't been brought up in several years, However, the report also noted that it's not the case of WWE not wanting to induct him, but for the company feeling Cornette is content with what he's doing now. Given WWE's slow process for inducting Hall of Famers, it's possible Cornette isn't seen as a priority right now, regardless of whether he's deserving or not. Next up, AJ Styles defends the new Smackdown writer. Brian James, aka WWE Hall of Famer The Road Dogg, has returned to writing for WWE, and we recently reported that James was hired as a co-lead writer for SmackDown, and now Styles is defending the decision due to some fans complaining about his previous work in WWE Creative. The Phenomenal One tweeted, "Before judging this guy from his past performance as the head writer, just know that there was a man who picked it apart to the point that there was no longer his idea anymore." While Styles didn't name any names, it doesn't take a genius to figure out who he was referring to, as it could only be one Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And finally, WWE announces a new broadcast team. And last but not least, WWE have revealed the announce team for its upcoming Legends and Future Great show. The upcoming program features WWE legends including The Undertaker, Mickie James, Booker T, and Bubba Ray Dudley, to name a few, mentoring aspiring wrestlers. Now it's been revealed the commentators are Vic Joseph and Jeremy Borash as the voices of the commentary team. Are you guys planning on watching the show? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.